Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dr. Ali Haidar Ahmad, Minister of Housing, Land and Urban Development. Mr. Francis P. O. Smith, Regional Director of Asia Pacific United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA. UNFPA Country Director in the Maldives. Distinguished panelists, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all. At the outset, I welcome Mr. Smith, UNFPA Regional Director for Asia Pacific, to the Maldives. I thank UNFPA for the support provided to the Maldives over the past few decades. UNFPA has been an important development partner from 1980s national programs on family planning to more recently strengthening national capacity and support for Census 20 and 22. Census 20 and 22 provided an opportunity for us to understand our country a little better. Today's analytical reports and the panel discussion have provided a much clearer picture, not just data on our recent past, but a guiding light to build our future. I commend all the panelists for very insightful discussion. Ladies and gentlemen, the population dynamics in the Maldives is changing. We are undergoing a demographic shift. Our population growth rate began to decline in the 1990s. 76% of the current population consists of working-age youth, compared to children and elderly. This is extremely good for development and nation building, though it could create challenges for the future. We have what is called a window of opportunity to guide and facilitate our youth of today to build our country while taking into consideration our future. The current trajectory shows that in 20 years' time, our population will be an aging population. Improved healthcare and medical advancements have improved life expectancy. The cost of child rearing has changed family structures. Seeking better opportunities for education and employment, our youth continue to migrate internally, leaving our elderly in the islands. This can create numerous new challenges in our small island communities. What we are experiencing today is a growing trend globally. One of the underlying factors contributing to this shift is the decline in fertility rates, signaling a fundamental change in our population pyramid. With fewer children being born, there arises the concern of dwindling workforce in the future. With this shift in our population dynamics, we must identify and implement measures to cater to future needs before we lose this window of opportunity. First, address the aging population. We must build a caring society, a caring economy addressing the needs of the elderly. Our policies and strategies for national development must integrate consideration for low fertility rates and population aging. It's imperative that our planning takes into account the needs of all segments of society, particularly the elderly and women who often bear the brunt of demographic transitions. This means our building structures need to change for easy access for the elderly and persons with disabilities and special needs. Our roads need to be made safer so our citizens feel safe on them. And we need to advocate more for healthy lifestyles and well-being and prevent further rise in non-communicable diseases. Recently, we have inaugurated the Social Center for Senior Citizens, Isra Vehingehia, which we hope would provide a space for their well-being. Second, address the low fertility in the country. The average age of having children has shifted from 25 to 29 years to 31 to 34 years, with a sharp decline in the number of children each family unit has. The percentage of under 15 population has decreased from 27% to 20%. The challenges of maintaining a family while working, plus the increasing standard of living, discourage families from having children early or having more children. This is especially difficult for young women and girls. People-centric policies should be in place in every organization, as our minister has already highlighted, no matter how big or how small. There are already proven best practices across different parts of the world. Some examples include maternity, paternity leave, flexible working hours, working from home options, quality and affordable daycare facilities to encourage parents to stay in the workforce. There is an alarmingly large number of families in the Maldives who are struggling to have children. To address this, the government has now announced that the health insurance scheme ASAND will cover expenses for IVF and IUI treatment. This would give hope to their dreams of making family. Third, address the challenges of our working population. With a shift to an aging population, our working force can shrink. This could impact our economic development. Measures need to be taken to encourage older people to remain in the workforce. In his inaugural speech last November, President Dr. Mohamed Muiz announced that he will work to change the retirement age to 75 for those who do not wish to retire early at 65. This would also enable younger generations to benefit from their experience and wisdom. Efforts are needed for people from islands to be able to work close by so that they can be with their families. Economic diversification is essential to make optimal use of our youth population. There is an urgent need to develop a population policy which can direct these and other population consolidation issues that we face. I hope that we count on the support of UNFPA in the endeavor. Ladies and gentlemen, these measures are not enough. We need additional stringent measures to be taken now. For the steady growth of the Maldives, President Dr. Mohamed Muiz and the government has placed high importance in the holistic development of our country. We will take care of the elderly and the children, the men as well as the women, those in cities, those in islands, our economy, our environment. The government has announced its intention to develop a 20-year national plan. This would support achieving mid-term and long-term goals. In the President's manifesto, he has outlined different pledges on what work needs to be and can be completed during this term of 5 years. Some of the plans that have already been announced, including the Rasmali development project, would cater to a larger part of our future population. As you would all agree, some of the biggest challenges in providing high-quality full access service to our citizens are due to the geographical dispersion of our islands. Inter-island connectivity has been a huge challenge. Rasmali project is the answer to many of the problems that we face. Bringing families closer, provide affordable and quality housing, employment opportunities, and it will be green, eco-friendly, and a smart and a safe city. In conclusion, addressing the evolving population dynamics in the Maldives requires a concerted effort from all sectors of society. By embracing people-centric policies, promoting gender equality, and prioritizing well-being of citizens, we can navigate the challenge of population aging and emerge stronger as a nation. I would like once again to express my sincere gratitude to the organizers for inviting me to part of today's event and thank the presence of the UNFPA Regional Director, Mr. Smith. I'm confident that the government can continue to receive support of UN officers to help take Maldives further. I thank you all.